kind of tiny and skinny and great ass and everything. And she just would walk around. Then she'd go back to the bakery, and I knew nobody was in the bakery. And I at one point I asked her. I said, "Ma'am, would you like any help?" And then she was like, "Well, I was." And she wouldn't even look at me when she was talking. She was like, kind of looking up into the air. I was wanting some kind of like a German German chocolate cake, and I've been waiting for a German chocolate cake, and I mean I don't see it, and but it wasn't even that. I couldn't even understand anything that she said, and I said, "Well, would you like me to go look for one for you because there's nobody back there?" "Oh, that's okay." And so I said, "Well, okay, all right." And I went back to my thing, and I did that for another 10 minutes, and then she was still doing it, and then standing there, and I'm like, "What is she doing?" You know? And so finally, I had to go over and see what the problem was, and I asked her again. I said, What would you like? I mean, what are you waiting for here? There's nobody back here. There's nobody gonna come. And well, there's a German cake, a German chocolate cake. And I said, well, ma'am, there's nobody here. I can show you whatever cakes that we have in the freezer, but that's all there's gonna be. And so I opened up the freezer, and I looked into it, and she's standing out in front of the counter still, and I'm like, so I was just trying to see if there was a German chocolate cake in there anywhere, and there were cakes, but no German chocolate cakes, and she still I said, "Ma'am, there's no German chocolate cakes back here, but oh, well, I was just hoping that maybe I just wanted to see one." And I said, "Well, you can go back in there if you want and look at what's available because there are some other types of chocolate cakes." And so she did, and it's cold, it's
You're
cold in
trying to
there.
lure her. You're trying to lure her
I
into the
was I was
freezer
I was
so you can rape
feeling
her
like that.
and kill her.
I was feeling like I could close this door on her right now, you know, and have my way with her. But of course, I wouldn't do that. But and then there was this other thing way in the back, and I said, "Well, you can go back there and look and see, And so she did. She walked all the way in the back of the freezer trying to find her German cake, chocolate cake. And she was back there for a while, and I just stood there at the door, and I'm, I was like, man. By the time she came out, I was like, there is something going on with this woman because she was very attractive, but she made no sense when she was talking. Just like, I need this German cake right now, And I said, well, go look. This is all I can tell you. See if there's anything in the freezer because it's the only place it's gonna be. And she did. And she explored the freezer and she looked at the shelves and everything. And then she came back out and
And you were rubbing your cock.
no. And then I said, well, maybe they'll have one tomorrow. Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then she walked away, and I was like, what in the hell was going on with her? Because it was weird. By that point, I'm like, there's something up with this lady. Was that a
Your
good story?
virgin.
Because that really did happen.
Yeah, well, you were being perverted and
I
thinking
was
about
trying
closing
to
the
be
door.
a good guy, a good employee. Because she would just go around the store, or around the bakery area and look and look and look, and then come back and stand there, and very attractive. Very kind of sophisticated in a way. And but she just wouldn't go. She wouldn't just kind of like, oh well, there's no German chocolate cake here. I guess nobody's coming to help me. I guess I'll walk on down the road. I don't know what the hell was going on. Very odd situation. Would you agree, or yes or no? I did what
I
I
think
could. Okay,
I think you
I
were
did what
stroking
I
your
could.
cock,
No,
giving that
hey, come on,
blabber
Dennis.
coming
I'm
out your
telling
mouth.
you about a real story. Don't make it into a porno cartoon. I was just like, what in the world is this? Is it got weird? Like she, she could hardly. It wasn't like she was on drugs either. It was just like she had to see a German chocolate cake. I don't know. I don't know. It didn't freak me out, but I went. What I did think was this: she's an odd lady, and that's probably and very good looking, by the way, and that's probably all Nick Giles is gonna be able to, you know, get at his age with his teeth, and you know, and I thought, well, you know, she's got some mental problems, but I could deal with that, you know, and I think that's my fate at this point. Would you agree with that?
You just wanted to slap your fucking
Oh, come
and
on. You just have no ability to talk intellectually,
panties
do
to the
you?
side.
You just talk like you're a 9-year-old, 14-year-old kid.
Spit
With
on
your
your fucking
cock and
cock.
your blah, blah, blah.
Spit on your cock and
Yeah,
shove it up your asshole.
okay. Right, right, right. You know. Not funny anymore, Dennis. Not funny anymore. Not interesting.
You said it yourself. You thought about closing
I'm
the door.
telling you that, well, I thought that she was an attractive woman, but then by the end of it, I was like, there's something going on here. This is odd. This is, but I did think as she was walking away that, you know, I could help her figure it out. Whatever's going on there.
Yeah, and your dick's the tool to do it too, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Liar. I can
Ha
help her with that.
ha
You know,
ha. Ha 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 ha.
put this in your mouth and click your heels 3 times.
What's Michael doing right now?
I don't know. I'm laying in my bed.
Oh, I thought you guys were together there.
We were, but now I'm in my bed.
All right. How are things going with you and your son Michael?
Fine.
It sounds like you guys are having a good time, father and son.
Yeah, no problems.
Are you teaching them how to cook scrambled eggs? Are you
No,
are you teaching them how to fish?
no,
Are you teaching them how to drive a Harley?
no.
What are you doing as a father type person that would help your son increase his skills in life?
Well, I taught him how to pull a bitch nice and easy.
Do what now?
I taught him how to pull a chick nice and easy.
Pull a chick nice and easy.
Yeah.
All right. That's bullshit. And
I told him.
the other thing I was asking you
I,
was,
I told him how to do it without even spending any money.
all right. You know,
I told him.
there's something about you, East Coast, Jersey, Philly people that you've got a mental block to being a real person, and I don't know exactly what that is. I like you guys to a degree, but then there's a wall, and you just become this fake, you know, redundant. Uh, you know, Jamie does it too. Just this fake, redundant routine of the same old dumb shit over and over and over. What do you think that is?
I think I told him to get on Tinder, make a
Okay.
profile,
Well, let me
don't
tell
pay the fee,
Dennis.
and then bitches will
I thank you for
contact
calling
you.
me. My time is up, and I mean, do you remember my hourly charge? Uh, where are we at? We're only at a half an hour, so my hourly charge is $160 an hour. So what is that divided by two? I'm
Means
not really good at math.
yeah, which means you get zero.
It's $80. Okay.
You get $0.
So $80 for your therapy session. You can just I'll put that on your tab, and then we can settle later. What do you think about that?
I think that there's nothing just settle.
Well, there's a lot to settle in your brain because you have a mental block that is so resistant from becoming an adult that it's embarrassing to hear you talk. Because you are 51 years old and you talk like you're 15. And it's time to man up and become an adult father type figure without being like a tiny little kid
I
talking about
I
pussies
got
and
his dick
dick all
wet.
the time.
I got his dick wet.
Fine. Good. That's great. Isn't that what we live for? Yes. Okay. Isn't that how we were born? Yes. But as we grow older, you know, that changes into more of a wisdom. You don't have to keep talking like about buttholes and cocks and pussies and all that. It's it's inane. It's inane.
La, 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 la.
All right, Dennis. I'll send you this audio clip. You did a good job. I basically wiped your ass on the floor, but and you'll be embarrassed about it, but rightfully so. I'll talk to you later.
All right, get your ass on mommy's booby.